Why does Google ignore right to be forgotten requests in the US but honor them in Europe? You're missing the legal reason, and here's what actually happens. Here's the problem. Google processes 200,000 EU removal requests every month. US gets 0. Europe has GDPR Article 17 forcing Google to remove links within 30 days of valid requests. US has 0 federal right to be forgotten law in 2026, so Google rejects 100% of personal data removal requests. The right to be forgotten matters because your old search results can destroy job opportunities and business deals. A hiring manager searches your name and finds a 2019 arrest record that was dismissed. Within 48 hours you lose the $95,000 job offer. In Europe you file a GDPR request and Google must remove that link within 30 days if it meets erasure criteria. In the US Google simply says no because American law doesn't require it. Most people fail here. They think filing a removal request with Google will work the same way in both regions. It won't. Google operates under EU law in Europe, where GDPR Article 17 gives citizens the legal right to request erasure of personal data. The company must review every request and remove links if the data is inaccurate, outdated, or no longer relevant. In the US, there's no equivalent federal law, so Google has 0 legal obligation to honor your request. In Europe, Google received 1.2 million right to be forgotten requests between 2014 and 2026 and approved 53% of them. The process works because the GDPR regulation created enforceable penalties up to 20 million euros or 4% of global revenue for non-compliance. That's why European users can submit a web form, provide their ID, explain why the link violates their privacy rights, and get a decision within 30 days. US users submit the same form and get rejected within 72 hours. This is important. A handful of US states passed privacy laws like California's CCPA and Virginia's CDPA, but none of them include a right to be forgotten provision that applies to search engines. Those laws cover businesses collecting your data directly like retailers and social platforms. They don't force Google to delist search results pointing to third-party websites. That's the gap. European law treats search results as processed personal data subject to erasure rights. American law treats them as protected speech under the First Amendment. Here's the problem. Right now your negative search results stay visible forever in the US. After understanding GDPR, your situation looks like this. If you lived in Paris, you'd file one form and Google would review the link against 6 legal criteria including data accuracy, public interest, and time elapsed. If you meet the criteria, the link disappears from European Google searches within 30 days. In California, you have no equivalent path. The exact wording Google uses to reject US requests is critical. When you submit a removal form from a US IP address, Google responds with this template: "We are unable to take action on your request as the right to be forgotten under GDPR applies only to users in the European Economic Area." US law does not provide an equivalent data protection framework requiring search engine delisting. That's your answer. No federal law means no obligation. If you want removal in the US, you need a different strategy. ReputationZilla specializes in suppressing negative search results by building positive content that outranks the damaging links. We manage multi-platform reputation across Google Maps, TripAdvisor, Yelp, and social media because legal removal isn't an option for most US situations. We are unable to take action on your request as the right to be forgotten under GDPR applies only to users in the European Economic Area. US law does not provide an equivalent data protection framework requiring search engine delisting. GDPR forces Google to process EU removal requests within 30 days. US has 0 federal right to be forgotten law in 2026. Reputation management suppresses US results when removal fails. Visit ReputationZilla to get professional help managing your online reputation across all platforms. Visit https://reputationzilla.org.